What's good, and welcome back to another one. It's your girl Beauty. So today we are going to be using the Hermit Tarot deck. Oh, you already know. And I literally had one flip out, and it says, I meant what I said. Very interesting. So yeah, we're gonna see what's going on with this. I meant what I said. And 5, so there's some kind of change coming. Something is definitely flowing in for you guys. And it's actually something very beautiful. It's kind of like a spark that's coming in. Whether that's, some kind of monetary abundance, some type of royalties that may be coming in. Could be union coming in, but whatever it is, it's definitely giving that sparkling, glistening kind of energy. So, yeah, whatever this is, it's definitely going to make you extremely happy. You're going to be glowing. So, let's see. We have love is the answer. Okay, so when it comes to a love situation, make sure you're not putting everybody in your business, because people will give you the wrong advice. Okay, just look to source and he will give you every answer you desire. It is such a beautiful day. Oh my gosh. It is a beautiful day. So right out the box, let's see. And I have a couple decks that I'm gonna be using to clarify with. Yeah, I have a couple decks I'm gonna be using to clarify with. So we're gonna see what's in the energy. It's been a very long time since I've used this deck. I don't think I've used this deck since like the beginning of the summer, and it's a whole new year now. So let's pull it out and see. So you already know, and I meant what I said. So just piggyback. Ooh, the car's flying. The wind is slightly blowing. So we have, I'm sorry. This is so... Oh, I need another deck because the wind is blowing and I really don't want the cars to start flying every which way. So we're just gonna get a lineup so we can have somewhere to put them. So I might have to get up a lot if these cars start flying everywhere. Okay, I think so, yes. So yeah, these cars are gonna be flying. Woo! We have think before you act. So I'm kind of being drawn to put this under the other blue card. So maybe that's how it's gonna be. I'm just gonna match the colors as they come out. You already know, think before you act. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. A lot of people make decisions, and sometimes, well, probably more than sometimes, honestly, but a lot of the times people will make a decision for somebody else, right? Based on how they think a person feels or how they think a person is thinking, right? So yeah, look, split the deck. Your family won't like me. So we're gonna slide that right underneath. 5, 3. And I literally just seen I'm obsessed with your body. So what I was saying is, okay, so sometimes you have people, they make a decision based off how they think you think or how they think you feel about a certain situation. instead of actually talking to the person to see what their perspective or to see what their thoughts are or to see how they're actually feeling about a certain situation, you know, they make an assumption. And usually when a person makes an assumption about how someone else is thinking or how someone else is feeling, it usually ends up in some sort of tension between the two, because you set intentions for me that I did not already have myself. So it's kind of like you putting words in my mouth to a certain extent, right? And because we have freedom of speech here in America, if you're adding words to my mouth, it's like you infiltrating on my freedom of speech. So instead of doing that, just talk to me. You know, people talk all the time. You open your mouth and you say what you think I said, or you open your mouth and say what you think I'll say, or you open your mouth and say what you think I'll think, but you don't open your mouth to actually communicate with me. So that's a problem going on in the energy. I got one fly. It says, my life started when I met you. So they literally like, yeah, you definitely going to be getting these cars. Okay, I need some more time. So we literally have 5, 3, 2, and 4. So literally 5, 4, 3, 2. You know, if one come out, I'm gonna die. So we have words do hurt on the bottom of the deck. So I'm being drawn to pull that one out as well. So yeah, be careful what you say. You can't just, because see, I'm the type of person, I could be very forward, but I'm learning that my forwardness is not always being received in the way that I'm intending it to be. So even though I'm a forward person, I have to learn how to season my words with salt so that people can digest them easily, right? So they take to them more easily. So I'm actually learning how to communicate with other people who are not so forward, because I literally find that some people just like sugar, okay? Some people just like sugar. So some people like stuff to be sugar-coated. Some people don't even like to be told the truth on certain matters. Some people do not like that kind of forwardness. It rubs them the wrong way, and it makes them feel like you're attacking them. So I have to learn how to shut my mouth. And people wonder why, oh, you're so quiet, you don't talk much. And mostly it's because I just don't want to come off the wrong way, because I know my forwardness can easily be mistaken for haughtiness or something to that effect, right? So even though I don't mean it that way, it's often taken that way. Or I always get the comments, oh, you're trying to be smart. Oh, you're trying to be a smart ass. Oh, you're trying to be funny. Like, no, like I'm being straight up 100,000% real. And a lot of people are not that way, you know. Behooves me because I come from a family where everybody is blunt. So when you go outside your family and you deal with other people, it's like, whoa, Nelly, shit hit the fan. So I have to learn how to communicate with people in a more receiving way. What else? I'm trying to counter corner my body to kind of block the wind, but the wind is winding, okay? It would be windy, right? So, oh, Lord. What is it? I don't even know what to call it, man. Okay. Man, they were not lying. I think so, yes. I think I am going to be getting up a lot. So be more selfish. Be more selfish. So a lot of you are a very kind person yourself, and in being kind, you also end up giving more than what you receive. I'm not saying that you should always look to receive something, but what I am saying is don't deplete yourself at the end of the day. So if you know for a fact it's stuff that you not getting done, or it's stuff that you need to do, or stuff that you want, but instead you're going without so that you can give to someone else, then maybe you should reconsider that and start being a little bit more selfish with yourself. Wrongful advice. So yeah, going back to this, you already know, think before you act. Most people already know that they should think before they act, but just because you know something doesn't mean you do something, because at the end of the day, you have a choice. So with that think before you act, it's more so giving me the energy of think about the choice that you're going to make before you act or react even. So think about the choice, because you have to be careful, because you can really hurt somebody by the choices that you're making. Especially, say for instance, you decide that, or you know for a fact that you not necessarily in the headspace where you want to be in a relationship with somebody, but still you like, oh well, I'll just give it a shot. That's not fair to the other person, because that person may very well be in the energy of, I'm ready to damn near get married. So if you come in and you're telling them that you're gonna do this with them, then that's exactly what they're gonna be looking for. But once you get the ball rolling and you find, oh damn, I really wasn't ready for a relationship, I should have stuck with my first mind. Well, now it's too late, because now you got somebody else's feelings involved, you got somebody's heart involved, you got somebody else's energy involved, when you should have went with your first mind anyway. So think before you act. A lot of times people do not follow their intuition. Even me sometimes, right? Even though I'm a whole reader out here, sometimes I still don't follow my intuition, because I feel like, when you get the voice that comes and tell you to do this or don't do that, and you do it or you don't do it, either way. So then something ends up happening after that, and you're like, dang, something told me I should have such and such and such, and I didn't. Well, yeah, think before you act. So if you get that notion, maybe I should do this instead of this, don't second guess it, don't rationalize it. Go ahead and get it done. Go ahead and do whatever that was that told you, because you really don't know what spirit is protecting you from. You really don't know. So that's what I said. My New Year's resolution is going to be listening to my intuition more, right? Because that's definitely very important, okay? Even though you may be scared at what it's telling you to do. I'm not saying, if your intuition telling you to go kill somebody, hold on, that ain't intuition, baby. That's something different, okay? That's an entity, not intuition, right? So just be mindful, right? Your intuition is not going to tell you to do something to harm yourself or harm others at the end of the day. And if you having those kind of messages coming through to you, then baby, that's an entity, not an intuition. And you need to seek help. Seek a practitioner. It says, I just want you all the time. So it's so crazy with these. It's like I'm getting two different energies. What else you got, Spirit? Before I go into this, I'm just gonna do a couple more, because these cards are, it's like, wait. Yeah, I'm definitely getting something out this reading right here. Y'all do it. 8. I got 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is not a coincidence either. These cards are coming out like this for a specific reason. It's almost giving me that countdown energy. I don't want to lose you. Yeah, somebody in y'all's energy is, look, it came back out. I am terrified. Somebody in y'all energy is definitely pulling on y'all energy so hard right now. Like, I can't make it up. Somebody is pulling on y'all energy so hard. And that's a 9. Look, this love scares me. Let me have you. I mean, this energy right here, it's a lot. It's really a lot. I mean, it just keeps coming. I could be your hero, baby. I'm telling you, it is crazy. And I'm just like, I mean, y'all see the deck. You see how many different colors in this deck, right? But that one energy is just coming out so strong. Let me shuffle some more. Let me shuffle. Spirit, can we please mix up this energy? Because this other one is just way too dominant. I ask that this energy leaves so we can bring in a more mixed energy. And it was like, well, you need to mix up the cards. So I'm about to get ready and switch decks in a second, actually. Oops, something flipped. You matter. Of course. Yes. Yes. We got another one flipped. Love me. I never imagined so much perfection. Y'all, they energy is so strong. Like, they literally still coming through. Definitely. And like, I'm not going nowhere. I can't even look at you right now. You are so very special. You are wrong and light. I'm not even gonna take that. I'm about to switch decks. I'm obsessed with your body. Woo. Baby, calm down. And light on the other side. It's like, oh, I need just a little more Jesus. Said I need just a little more Jesus. I need just a little more Jesus to help me along the way. Give me one more, Spirit. I'm gonna pull one more from this deck, and that's gonna be it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, somebody in y'all energy, heavy, baby. So this energy, it wants to reveal itself. So we are going to tap into it because it doesn't look like it's going to go away. It wants to be out in the forefront. I could just ignore it and move on, but because it's so heavy in the energy, I'm kind of being like, I'm kind of getting that nudge that I need to actually go ahead and just dive into it, right? So with this love me, you matter, be more selfish, I'm sorry, this love scares me. Like, this is all kind of, it's all kind of going with this white row, right? Like, all this is literally going with this white row. Excuse me, I said right row, but I meant white row. So, somebody, you basically had to stand 10 toes down on somebody, right? You had to stand 10 toes down on somebody. And it kind of goes back to that old, a person making an assumption based on what they think you think, or based on what they think that you feel, without actually asking you how you feel, or without actually knowing how you feel, right? So because of that assumption, now they're in this energy. Y'all excuse me, my hands are so ashy. So because of that, they're in this energy. Oh, your family won't like me. Who said my family won't like you? Okay, my family won't like you playing with me. My family won't like you wasting my time, right? My family won't like you being in and out. My family won't like you lying. Okay? Who said my family won't like you? My family didn't say they don't like you, so why are you saying it, right? So this is kind of the energy I'm getting from that. And they're like, my life started with you, but I need more time. And it's like conflicting energy, honestly. It is like really conflicting energy. It's like you're saying that my life started their life started when they met you, and they're saying that they need more time at the same time. So which one is it? Which one is it? And what is it that you need more time for? But then at the same time, you got let me have you. Like, this is an energy that is very confusing, right? And it could definitely come off as a very manipulative energy, because if you have somebody who really doesn't know what they want, going back to, making a choice to move forward with something knowing that they're not ready for it, it's like it causes confusion. That's exactly what happens. It causes confusion because one minute you want me, and the next minute you need time away from me, and then another second you want to have me. So which is it? Which is it? So I'm actually being drawn to like kind of put these in some kind of order. So 9, where's the 8? 8, 7, where's the 6? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. I am terrified. So that's probably the most honest card that came out for this energy. This is a person who's terrified. They're terrified of what could happen if they actually chose to put forth the effort, right? So if they were to actually put forth the effort, they're actually scared of things working out, which is weird enough to say, but this person is actually scared of being in a healthy relationship, mostly because they're very insecure about their own self, okay? So they're insecure about how they will behave in this relationship, so they really don't want a healthy relationship, if that makes sense. Because if you're in an unhealthy relationship, you can be in and out all day. But when you have a stable person that's kind-hearted, that loves you actually, and that's not a dramatic or drama-filled person, right? Then you have to come different. And this person is terrified. They're terrified of change. That's what they're terrified of. They're terrified to change from being in a toxic energy to a more stable energy. I don't know why. Maybe they feel like, they behind the curve. Maybe they feel like it's going to be too hard or too much work for them. Or maybe feel like it'll be a boring life if they just decided to just commit, right? Whatever the case is. But at the same token, even though they're terrified, they're recognizing you. They recognize that you're the best thing that has come their way, right? They're recognizing this. But even though they recognize this, they're still terrified of it. You scared this person. You literally scared this person because of your good nature, because of your kind heart, because of your sternness, right? You scare this person. They never dealt with someone of your caliber. So it scares them because they know that they're not of this caliber, even though they're capable through the choices that they make. They don't want it. They just want it to come easy to them, basically. They still want to be able to hold on to those old ways of being, when actually they're terrified of letting the old them go, because without the old them, who are they? That's the thing that really scares this person. They don't know who they are without their old ways. So they feel like they don't know how to be something new. They don't know how to be a different person. 8, I just want you all the time. And so this person, they see you as the perfect person for them, and they want to be with you all the time. They really do want to be with you all the time. But you scare this person because every time y'all together, y'all get closer and closer. But it's like they don't want to hurt you, so they actually hold back their feelings for you from you because they don't want to hurt you. It's the craziest thing. Like, this energy that's coming, it's the craziest thing. Literally. They want to be with you, so they'll come around, but they're not going to give as much. They're not going to give as much as you give because they're scared that they're going to hurt you eventually. But they still want you around, even though it's not fair to you, even though it's basically a waste of your time. If they are not being decisive, it's a waste of your time. Wait. So that's that energy. That's that in and out energy. They want you all the time. And so they recognize this person is not dumb. They recognize that they're wasting your time. They recognize this. They know this. They know that as they are not a good fit for you. As they are. And they know that they have the potential to be the person that you want and need them to be. But they're terrified of changing because they don't want to become a new person in essence, right? They want to hold on to the reputations that they have, and they want to hold on to the image that they have from the world. But what they fail to realize, there's nothing in the world but trouble. And one way or another, they're going to be forced to change, whether it's through the decisions that they make on their own, or when God decides to lay down that hammer or mallet or whatever you want to call it. Let me have you. So with this weight card, they see that they're wasting your time. And it's like, so once you start to pull back, right, with their weight card, you start pulling back because you see that this person is just wasting your time, right? So now that you see that they're wasting your time and you pull back your energy, here they come back in your energy, right? Look how these cards coming out. Back in your energy. Let me have you. So now they coming and they acting like what you want, or they're acting like what you need them to be. But just know this is not a lasting thing. This is only going to be temporary. This is literally only going to be a temporary thing for them. So yeah, it's like they're not all in. Literally. They're not all in with you. It says, I could be your hero, baby. Let me have you. I could be your hero, baby. So that I could be your hero, baby, that's that energy of I can be what you want me to be. I can be what you need me to be. But the thing is, it's not their choice. They're not choosing that. They can be that, but they're not choosing that. And you recognize that they're not choosing that. And so they're wasting your time. And you recognize they're wasting your time, so you pulling your energy back. But when they see you pulling your energy back, they bringing their energy to you strong. Strong AF, right? And this is what they telling you. I mean what I said. It's like y'all both saying this. Y'all both saying this. Because you telling them like, hey, I'm not finna let you waste my time. And then at the same time, they telling you, I'm not finna waste your time. Right? So that's what's happening in that situation. Because it is. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you. So this is why there's this push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Because they really don't want to lose you. Because they do genuinely love you. But at the same time, they're not offering you what you need and want at the same time. And it's just a push and pull. I give to you. You give to me, I pull back. Because what you're giving is more than I can take, so I pull back. 4, I need more time. So now, after they've given you this, I said what I said, they don't want to lose you. So because they don't want to lose you, and they see that they're wasting your time, now they're coming to you and they're telling you, I need more time. I need more time. But they definitely probably, because I'm definitely getting this, they definitely probably hit you with that line, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. I don't want you to wait on me. I need more time, but I don't want you to wait on me. That's a lie. That's exactly what they want. And by telling you that they don't want you to wait on them, they're hoping that you'll say, I'm going to wait on you forever and ever and ever. Right? Because that gives them confidence that you're still in their corner. Because they really don't want to lose you. But they also don't want to put in the work to keep you. So they just want to have you in limbo until they're ready to come back into your energy. Just so they can get their feel of you. And once they're all filled up, they leave from around you. They leave your energy because you fill them up. And you have so much to give, they know they cannot reciprocate. So they bounce, they disappear. That's when they start ghosting you. All this stuff. Your family won't like me. The only reason they saying that your family won't like you, the only reason they saying that your family won't like them is because they know that they've been fucking up. They know they've been doing you wrong. Like, they know the way that they've been dealing with you is not any way any parent would want their child to be. It's not anything any parent would want their child to deal with. It's not anybody a parent would want their child around. That's why they say, your family won't like me. My life started when I met you. So that's going back to that perfection card. That's going back to that I never imagined so much perfection. My life started when I met you. So they still recognize who you are. This person recognizes who you are. They really do. They really do recognize who you are. But because of their own fears, fear of change, fear of newness, fear of moving forward, fear of letting go, fear of transformation, because of their own fears, they're keeping themselves in a prison. Literally. A spiritual prison, a mental prison. And you know what? When you put yourself in that kind of prison, sometimes it does manifest. It literally can manifest into a physical prison. So this may even be somebody who's in and out of jail, or a person who constantly is having run-ins with the law just because of their own mentality, and they don't even realize it. But they're open to compromise. They're open to compromise because they want you to compromise. They want you to compromise your demands on them. That's the compromise that they're open to. They're not actually open to compromise what they want and what they want to continue to doing, but they're open for you to compromise on your demand. That's all that is. So, but they're sorry. They're sorry for wasting your time. They're sorry for wasting your time. And you do matter to this person. And they want you to love them, but your love scares them because they've never had that caliber of love before. They have not. So they're scared. But you should continue to be more selfish. Be more selfish with your time. Be more selfish with your love. Okay? Because that's going to be the thing that initiates this person's transformation. This person needs to go through a transformation. Do not hinder this person's transformation. They need this transformation in order to change. Change their mind, change their heart, change their image. I literally heard change their being, the way that they are. This person needs a total change. And if you keep allowing them to do this push and pull with you, they're never going to change because they see that you keep leaving the door open. You keep cracking the door for them. And that's all they need right there. Because you give so much. Because the capacity of love that you have is so much. They only need a little bit. They don't even need a lot. A little bit to them is a lot because that's not something they get. That's not something that they have. So a little bit to them feels like a jackpot. So they're all filled up and happy, but you over here sad, longing, and unfulfilled. Choose wisely at the end of the day. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just understand what you're getting yourself into when you deal with a person like this. Can people change? Yes. Do they want to change? That is the question. Do they want to change is the question. So that's what y'all dealing with. This reading, I had no idea which way it was going to go, but it went the way Spirit meant it to go. And with that, I'm going to close this read out. Like, I had literally planned to pull other cards with this card, but I'm definitely getting that no, not this read. So I'll see y'all in the next one. I appreciate y'all stopping through, viewing my videos. Those who heart it, like it, whatever the case is, I do appreciate that. If you feel like somebody you know is in this kind of situation, please send this to them. Please send this to them. I know some people be like, oh, using cards is the devil's work and such and such. Okay, baby, listen to the message. And then you tell me where in here you found the devil. Okay? Okay? And do not be fooled. Okay? Do not be fooled. If you remember specifically, when God asked the devil where he had been, and he said, I've been roaming to and fro on the earth. And he basically was going around the earth testing people, right? And God said, have you considered my servant Job? Okay. Have you considered my servant Job? So God offered up Job to Satan, basically, to test him, to test his faith. It was a test of faith. So God will use the devil to test your faith. So remember that. Next time you say a reading is evil, you have to check out the context, baby. You have to check out a context, because on the cover it can say Holy Bible, but it can have all type of satanic scriptures inside of it. So you really have to use your discernment when it comes to things like this. Don't be so quick to just count it out because, oh, you was told something so many toads ago, right? You have to do the research for yourself. Don't let anybody make up your mind about anything just by speaking to you. Do your research. Research everything. Literally, research everything. Anything somebody telling you, especially when it comes to a certain belief or a certain way you should behave or anything of that nature, do your research. Do your research. That's the best thing you can do, is your own research. Because God allowed Satan to touch Job materials, to touch Job finances, and to touch his family when his whole family got killed. Right? God allowed that. He allowed the sickness to come upon Job with all the boils and all that. God allowed that to happen to test Job's faith. And even when his friends, Job's friends, was sitting there, won't you just curse God? Won't you just curse God for doing this to you? Even his wife was telling him to curse God. But Job knew it was just a test of faith. He knew it was just a test of faith. So in doing this too is a test of faith. Are you actually going to ignore this because you feel like it's demonic? Or are you actually going to listen, see what the word is, and understand that it's for your good? Because guess what happened at the end? All his family getting killed, all his livestock killed, all this, his house destroyed, everything. Job lost everything. And you know what? God gave it back tenfold. He gave it back tenfold. He had more kids. They built more houses. They had more animals, more livestock. So just keep that in mind before you decide to call something demonic or say satanic or whatever the case is. Okay? Just remember that sometimes these energies and entities are allowed to be loose to test your faith. Because if God is going to put up this hedge around you, he wants to know that it's for a reason. Am I just putting this hedge up around you just for you to do what you want to do? Or am I putting this hedge up around you because you're going to stand 10 toes down for me? That's all he want to know. Are you going to stand up for me as I stand up for you? God wants reciprocity too. Don't get it twisted. He wants reciprocity too. Even though all the things that he give us, we could never repay, right? We could never exchange evenly. But it's what's in the heart that God looks forward to. Not what's on the external. He don't care if you fat and one leg longer than the other. He don't care if you are skinnier than a light post. He don't care about that. He don't care if one eye bigger than the other one. Okay? He don't care if your breath stink. I might care if your breath stink, but God don't care if your breath stink. He doesn't care about any of that. All those carnal things he don't care about. He cares about spirit, what's in your heart. Because when you leave this earth, that's all you're going to have is your spirit. That's all. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm out.